Quick wraps, are they actually worth it? Let's find out. Before we get into the review, to give you some of my personal experience and background, I've trained for many years, I fight and do the whole 9 yards. So let's go ahead and talk about these quick wraps. Now, first off, what is the purpose of quick wraps? Well, the name says it all. It's supposed to be a quicker process to wrap your hands than your traditional hand wraps. And 10 out of 10 does the job. You can't ask for anything more than that. With hand wraps, you could spend up to 5 minutes per hand wrapping those. And then if you don't know how to wrap, you could do it incorrectly, which could be very hurtful for your hands. So there's that downside of it. While these here, much faster, and there's not really a wrong way to go about wrapping them. And let me show you just how quick you can put these on. So you just slip them on like a glove. Literally just like a glove. And you just wrap it around your wrist to give yourself that wrist support, nice and tight. And just like that, it's done in a matter of seconds. And they feel extremely comfortable. It's literally like wearing a glove. Like, I feel no difference at all. Now we move on to the next topic, and that's about hand protection. I'm a big advocate on hand protection. Last year, I ended up tearing some ligaments in my left wrist, and ever since then, I've been very cautious of protecting my hands. And I will admit, before purchasing these, looking them up online, I was skeptical how well they would perform in the protection of my hands, but I wanted to experiment with them, so I went ahead and bought them. And I can honestly tell you guys, wearing these, I feel no different than wearing these. They feel pretty much the same when it comes to protection. It's actually surprising. This here is the 180 length Title wraps. I don't know exactly how long this is, but really that's all I really need personally for my wrist. And I've had wrist problems last year, like I mentioned. As far as the knuckles, I've never had issues with my knuckles, but the padding is quite thick. It fits into a glove very well. I could try on one of these gloves for you. It's nice and soft. You got this inner lining on the top side of the glove. This nice fabric. It feels very sleek and comfortable when you put your hand in there. I like that a lot. The stitching on it is very nice. So that kind of goes into the next topic, and how well do these quick wraps hold up? Now, I've had these for a few months now. I use them for all my sparring. I use them on the bag with and without gloves, just to push these things to the limit. And they look exactly the same as the day I bought them. Like, they've held up extremely well, and I've banged on these things quite a bit. Stitching is perfectly fine. The wrap is attached perfectly fine. The elasticness of the glove is perfectly fine. Like, the padding feels no different. They held up very well. I'm pretty impressed with that, you know, considering the price of them. So I'm pretty pleased with that. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to put a glove on with these. It slides in perfect. No issues, not too bulky, but it fills up the glove just enough the way you want it to feel in a glove. It's not too tight. It's not like your hands loose. It's honestly the perfect fit. Now, I know looks are not the most important thing. It's one of the last things you should consider when purchasing boxing gear, but let's be honest. We all want to look cool, and these things look really cool. They're very clean in their design. The logo is simple, but it's badass looking. Look at that. That's really cool. Even the logo on the wrist part looks really nice. Look at that. I like that logo. There's more so this logo. That looks really cool. So quickness, 10 out of 10 protection, 10 out of 10 design, 10 out of 10. I don't know a downside to these, and that's my honest to God opinion. I don't know what to say negative about these. So now we go into the last category, and that's price. While you could pick up these 180 length title wraps for $10.99 on Amazon, you can also pick these up off Amazon for $9.99 as well. And to be honest, since I've bought these, I haven't touched these. They've been in my bag wrapped up for months. I haven't broke them out at all. These are just so much more convenient, and it has all the perks from these with the convenience of the time that's not worth using those. I know at my gym, sometimes the head coach will get on to people for taking too long with their wraps, to the point where sometimes I will pre-wrap my hands before going to the gym just so I don't have to deal with that. With these, I do it in seconds. It's kind of a game changer in my opinion, and I don't know where you can go wrong with these. Now, I know a lot of brands make these quick wraps, but this is the brand that I have experience with, so it's the only brand that I can really talk about and give my review on. So I recommend these 100%. If you want some quick wraps, they're actually cheaper than most of the quick wraps that I've seen on Amazon, and the quality just holds up extremely well. Again, I don't know a downside to these. Now, I'm going to put a link in the description where you can find these on Amazon, so you can check them out for yourself. And I just highly recommend it. If you're into boxing, you want to protect your hands, you don't want to deal with these wraps, maybe you don't know how to wrap, or you just want the convenience, get you some quick wraps, some Hawk Boxing quick wraps. You can try out the other ones, but like I said, I'm not vouching for those other ones until I try them. These get an A grade. With that said, I think we discussed everything that needs to be discussed about these quick wraps. Hopefully we have a chance to review some more products here on the channel. I'm a gearhead, so I love getting boxing gear and trying it out. It's one of the passions I have. I'm kind of addicted to it. So until next time, see you guys later.